And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is Shot 30 Podcast, and I am Shayne Neubert, and we've got a very special episode for you guys today. We put it out there on our TikTok to have, people to request their favorite TikTokers to be on the show, and we reached out to one, and we got a good one. Miss Raquel Reigns. Raquel is, going through your stuff has kind of blown my mind. Not only an incredible singer with over 330,000 people who follow her on TikTok. With the Subway Sessions, she records her own music like California and some very weird COVID birthday version song.
Wow, you've really done your research. Thank you.
I have. She is a performer. You've performed all over the place. And she's traveled across the world and back. She had a couple of White Claws before that we started the show. I wasn't even sure if she was actually going to be on the show because I sat in this Zoom meeting forever waiting for her. No, I'm kidding. Raquel, thank you so much for being here. I think you're absolutely incredible.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. And it's absolutely incredible. I just want to say thank you to everybody on TikTok for reaching out to Shayne to have me on his podcast. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. Thank you.
That is so awesome. And when we'll dive into that in a minute, we'll dive into all of these things, especially like the TikTok and your YouTube and all these things that you've been doing, recording your own music. Shooting your own music videos essentially too. And I've watched your how to record a music video from your apartment video. We don't slack over here with Shot 30. Yeah, maybe we drink a little bit too much sometimes, but we still get our work done. But Shot 30 Podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, all those things. If you guys aren't following already, please slap a subscribe, leave a review, any of those things. And Raquel, the first thing I got to say is you just got done. Okay, your day so far, the way it appears to me is you have done some Subway Session singing, you've been on the beach, and dangerously approached white snow geese, which are very known to attack people.
Yep, the swans, yep.
Oh, they're swans? I thought they were white snow geese.
Okay, honestly, I don't know. They might be white snow geese, but I think that they're swans because they travel together, and then there's two that always travel together to the house, and then it's like they're a couple, and they're just so sweet, and they're really friendly to me.
And
I think it's because they like the bread I give them.
So this wasn't a one-day deal. Like, you formed trust with them over some time here.
Oh yeah, and they call me too. They're like, "Quack, quack, quack." It's like they're telling me we're on our way to come see you. You better come out.
Are you sure that that's not just the sound that they normally make?
I'm convinced that they're calling me. It's like they're my friends out there. I like to just sit down and have a conversation, ask them how their day's going.
No, that's awesome. I'm a big animal guy. I just love animals. I sit there. I'm that old, like, creepy guy who has the bird feeder right outside of my bedroom window. So I can just, there's a blue jay today. There's a cardinal today. Yeah, I don't. And everybody can judge me all they want. But squirrels, man, squirrels are assholes. Like, I love the squirrels, but they've figured out how to climb up on these bird feeders, tip them all the way over just to drop everything on the ground. And then they come and just ravage it. It's terrible.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't want any squirrels. But the other night, actually, there was a raccoon trying to come into the house. And I was like, it's funny because this is my boyfriend's house. He lives on the beach. And we were sitting on the couch. We were watching Game of Thrones. And all of a sudden I heard this rattling and like something in the backyard. And I got up immediately because I was like, what is going on? He's still sitting on the couch. And I see this big old fat raccoon trying to come in. I'm like, oh my God, get out of here.
It happens. We had a bat in our house, and you're from New York, so as long as it's not rats, I would take a raccoon over rats any day.
Okay, so I'm actually from California, but I've been living in New York City for the past 3 years.
And that's what your music video California is all about.
Yes, exactly. It was like my 1-year anniversary song to myself, or like, good job, you managed to sustain living in New York City for a whole year.
Okay, so now when you were living in California, now I know that you've done, I mean, a million things. I think that you were singing on a cruise ship for a while. Were you actually on Broadway singing?
I was not on Broadway, but hopefully hashtag Broadway bound. We're manifesting that for the future. But no, I was working with Norwegian Cruise Lines and Princess Cruise Lines, and I got to travel and see so much of the world, Southeast Asia, Europe. I got to go to the Caribbean. I've been all over and just amazing places.
Yeah, and I've seen like a lot of your videos too, Singapore and all these places where you've been, and I honestly, I figured that after looking through your Instagram, I mean, people have a hard time tracking you. Like, you're always in a different place.
I kind of like that. I try to, stay under the radar, but like give little glimpses of where I'm at.
Yeah, just like a seashell and find me here.
Right.
Guiding people
it's funny,
down.
I have people coming into my TikTok and they're like, "Come to the subway now. I want to see you."
Oh, that's crazy. But that's so cool too at the same time that people are going underneath that subway and they recognize that place only for one reason, and that is you.
Yep. And some people, the community that lives there too, and they come by and I work over there. So every morning before I go to work, I'll just, sing a little song, do some requests, and then I'll like hurry on my way. And I've had people say like, "Wow, I've seen you. I follow you on TikTok and I live right down the street. It's awesome to see you putting Sunnyside, Queens on the map." So yeah, it's been really fun.
And it's so cool too, because even, I'm over here in Illinois in the middle of just cornfields and all this and that. But we literally have had, when we told people that you were going to be coming on the show, just your first name, people recognized you and your account just by that.
Oh my gosh. Literally, okay, I don't know if it's the White Claw or what, but I'm blushing right now. That's just awesome.
Yeah, I have a buddy here, the guy who bought me this bottle of tequila here. Thank you, Joe. He thinks you're the most beautiful lady in the world.
Oh, Joe, thank you so much. And thank you for buying the tequila. We appreciate that.
Yes, absolutely. If only you could be here to sign our giant board and do this podcast in person. But I have learned over the past, we just started doing podcasts over Zoom. A lot of people wanted us to do it, and we were able to reach more people and stuff doing it this way. But there's something that I loved about being in person with people. We've had drag queens, burlesque dancers, states attorneys, all these random things on the show. This show has no purpose, but at the same time, so much purpose. We had this gym come on. It's called Be Humble Gym in Springfield, Illinois. It's the very first ever special needs only powerlifting gym just for athletes and kids with disabilities or disabled. And we had Ben Simpson. He's become a very close friend of mine. He has Down syndrome, and he did a full podcast episode. And to see his face when he got done, the excitement and joy, like, I killed it. And he was great on the show.
Oh my gosh, you are just making me so happy right now because I have a friend. His name is Robbie, and he's blind, and he is a special needs advocate, and he loves to go live with me, and he's trying to also get his word out there. He wants TikTok to become more accessible to the visually impaired, and I love that you do that because we do live in such an able world. And it's really important that we start including everybody. And I just love that you do that. Thank you.
Yeah, well, it's been, for me personally, especially there's one episode that really means a lot to me. And it's when we had, his name is Travis Swanson. He's a drag queen. And he came to the podcast dressed in drag and he was so afraid that I was having him on the show to make fun of me. And I was just so excited. So there was this difference that as we talked more and more, he realized that wasn't my intentions. I think he's a unique individual, and I wanted to learn more about him and his life. And now he's become a very close friend of mine. But it is such a weird world that we live in. Like, people love to jump to, and I mean, I just watched your live, like, boom, instantly somebody's saying something. I don't know what they said in your live, but people come and attack and they don't care.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
just such a weird thing. I hate that.
Yeah, cyberbullying is real. And I would bet that if that person was to actually see me or you in person, they would never, ever have the balls to say it to your face. And
For
there's just
sure.
something being able to hide behind a lens that, it makes people feel like maybe it makes them feel better or something. But I just choose to not even pay attention to it. I just try to make a joke out of it because I realize that the more that you pay attention to people's negative energy, they just feed off of that. And then it just brings the whole morale of everything down. Like you want to keep those positive vibes up and friendly and just open. And so I don't even pay attention to that stuff.
But like, okay, so at that same time, our TikTok page thrives off of shit talk. Like, so I mean, keep talking shit on my TikTok page, because I know you probably haven't had a chance to diagnose our TikTok page because you didn't even know we had one till we were in your live a few minutes ago. But it has completely thrived off of two sides, the good and the evil, and they all fight and battle with each other in the messenger, and I don't
Oh
read
yeah.
any of it.
Oh yeah, it's great for publicity. It's great for commentary, and you want those comments to keep going. But I'm just saying, I personally, I think it's funny, just whatever people have to say, because I know that they would never ever have the balls to say it to my face. So just whatever, leave the comments.
Kind of like your videos that you do where you approach people in underneath the subway and say, hey, is it okay if I sing here? Because all those people on the internet, like, I guarantee they say stuff like this. Oh my God, don't people get annoyed with you singing? Or aren't they like telling
Yeah,
you
they
to
do.
shut up? And how many times has that ever actually happened in real life? People told you to shut up or stop singing?
Zero,
Really?
zero.
I
And there
really.
was only one time, and it was actually just a joke. I had my boyfriend one time because people have said it before. They're like, "Oh, a real New Yorker would have told her to shut up by now." And so, just as a joke to appease them, I did plan it. I had my boyfriend yell, "Shut up!" in the
That
background. So,
that's a good
but that
move
was it.
though. That's fun, man.
Yeah.
That's fun. And I think that's what's really cool about you too is you. Okay, so what I do when I have a guest on the show, I want to learn so much about them, and I only have a certain period of time to learn about them. And with you, number one thing that I learned about you is you are a person who always has a smile on your face. Even when, like, you can see that you may be sad in some videos or some days, or cold as shit out there under the subway when the wind's blowing and clearly, like, you don't really want to do that video that day, but you're always
Yeah.
smiling. I really, really like that about you.
Yeah, yeah. Singing brings me so much joy, and it's so therapeutic. It's like cathartic to just be able to release and just. I've literally been singing publicly out in the open whenever I walk my entire life. I'll sing in bathrooms. One time I got kicked out of this sushi restaurant with my friends because I got drunk and I was singing loud chandelier. I'm
Yeah.
like, you get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
You're
No,
good
it was
now.
awesome.
You're
You
good
get out
now.
of here. And then I even had the gall to come back. I left, and then I came back, and I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom,
Well,
and they allowed me to do that.
if you go in there now with your TikTok account, they'll be like, "Oh, you eat more. You eat more."
Probably would. They'd be really welcoming. Yep.
You get free chopsticks.
Yeah. Probably some free miso soup, but yeah, definitely singing brings me joy, and nobody's ever really given me a sink about it, so I guess I've just never known if it's like inappropriate or not, except I will say in Japan, when I was singing on the cruise ship, and then we went out, I don't know where it was, Hiroshima maybe. We were on the train, and I had a few drinks, and I was starting to sing. I was climbing up on the railings, like trying to do some backflips and stuff. And they're like, shh. I was like, okay, so sorry, so sorry. They're very different. They're very like respectful, quiet, calm. So I learned that day that I do not sing on the trains there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've always told this story that there was there was one day I was in Chicago. I don't know, I thought I was in love with this girl that I met for one day, and so I went to Chicago and I was on this train trying to figure out where I was going, and there was this homeless man, and he was sitting there with a little earbud in. He had like a MP3 player from, I don't know, maybe like 2000. Like it was old. Like you could tell it had like 7 songs on there, but he was like, come here. And I was like, come and go, dude. And then the whole train started singing, like everybody together in unison was all singing, loving would be easy if it, like, dude, the whole thing. And it was crazy. It was crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. See, singing brings people joy.
Yeah, but and that guy too, he never broke his stance. He was still leaned against, and as everybody was singing, he had no idea because he had both of his earbuds in. Like,
That's funny.
there was like 18 people just singing their hearts out in there, and he just had his earbuds in. Yeah, and then when we got, like, the second we all got done and we stopped, like the bus stopped, and he stood up and said, "Anybody got $1?" And I was like, "Yeah, man." So I gave him $1, got off the train. I was like, that was magical.
That's so cool. I love that.
But Raquel, you want to know what else is magical? Visit Mrs. Newbie's Cakes and Cookies for the best cakes, cookies, delights you'll ever find. She is the greatest decorative cake maker in this area. You can't beat her prices. You can't beat the product. She makes everything from scratch, even the crafts on top of the cake. She makes everything on her Cricut. It's absolutely beautiful. Visit Mrs. Newbie's Cakes and Cookies on Facebook and Instagram today. Put in your orders. What's coming up? We just passed Cinco de Mayo. We got some holidays. 4th of July is coming up. Father's Day is coming up. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and all those things. But, okay, so now we dive back into you. What started... There's 2 things. First of all, I want to know, because you're a very talented artist. Now, well, you're also really good at dancing outside of Target. We'll save that for later. But you play the guitar, you play the piano, you sing incredibly, and you sing so many genres of music. And, I mean, your opera, too. Your opera's great. Like,
thank you. Oh, man,
you're
awesome. Thank you very much.
Like Phantom of the Opera, when that woman hits the highest note that was ever recorded till Mariah Carey beat it, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
I think so.
You're literally in the realm of all of them. Like, what started? Was it like a high school musical, like Zac Efron type thing? No, was it like high school that started your love for it? Was it choir? Was it just growing up?
It was Disney music, Disney movies, all the way. Yes.
Yes.
I see you rejoicing over there. What's your favorite? Oh my gosh, yes, Lion King.
I'm gonna be a mannequin. Yeah, dude. I am all about it. Hercules, I am covered in all Disney tattoos. I got Beauty and the Beast right there.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Dude,
wow.
I am a big fan. Okay,
so you're a true fan. I don't have any Disney tattooed onto me, but I could recite pretty much any of those classic movies to you from like the start to finish.
Okay, here we go then.
I just watched. Okay, let's go.
Okay, look at this stuff.
Isn't it neat?
Okay. I can show
you. Oh, you started too low for me.
I'm sorry. Okay, here we go.
I need it in the higher key.
All right, this one's going to be testing. Okay. I have often dreamed
of a far-off place
where a great warm welcome would be waiting for me. That's my favorite song of all time.
Oh, yes, I love that one.
We do. Okay, so we have parties at our house all the time, and they're not just parties, they are parties. And we have a karaoke machine and surround karaoke machine and lights in our living room. That's how hardcore we go with that.
Oh my God, I'm coming over.
Dude, absolutely. If you ever come this way.
I would love to hear the Circle of Life on that surround system. The Circle of Life is so good, especially the ending when it's like circle of life. And it just fills the entire room with that ending. I don't know what that is, like a drum or something. It's great.
Oh, dude, and Lion King's soundtrack was like a banger. It was a banger. And then, Tarzan 2 with Phil Collins. Oh my God. Don't stop your crying. Oh, we just had a girl. We did a 4-part series on our show. It was called Why Guys Don't Get Dates, where we brought in women, where they talked about like terrible date stories and all these things. And so we had a friend show up to my 30th birthday party, and all she wanted to do was sing Phil Collins' Tarzan all night. And it was great. But we have we have a friend that I would just love to see you duet with. His name is Kerry Cortez. He was the lead singer of 3 Mile High and Motor Biscuit, the band. They were on the radio. He was on The Voice. He sang with Jason Derulo and Chris Brown. But I would love to. He's one of my closest friends in the world. I would love to see you guys duet a song together on. I mean, it could just even be like that. Lady Gaga and what's it? Bradley Cooper. Tell me something.
Shallow.
Yeah, dude, I would love to see you guys do that. That would be like make my life type of good.
Well, I want to make your life that type of good, so sign me up. Let's go.
Done. You're going to have to actually know that Shot 30 Podcast is the TikTok account that we own.
Okay, I do know. But just so you guys know, literally we set this up like, what was it, just yesterday?
No.
Or the day before.
Actually, so to be honest here, when I asked people, this was 3 weeks ago. So I've been in your live 3 different times asking you if you would. And then finally I found your Instagram and used that route.
Wow. I'm sorry it's taken this long because you're incredible and I love your show and thanks for having me on here. So sorry we didn't do this sooner. No. But
okay, so now you started out with Disney and loving Disney and singing. So what happened after that, like growing up?
Well, I was always just annoying my brothers. I have 4 older brothers. So I remember I would be singing Part of Your World just so loudly. And my brothers would always be like, please be quiet. And my mom would be like, leave her alone. So, and then not only that, but I grew up in church. My dad was a pastor. And so we were very dedicated to the church. Every Sunday, we'd be there every Wednesday for a Bible study. So every Sunday, I would be singing praise and worship songs. But I was always so kind of shy and embarrassed to sing in front of my parents. And I don't know where that comes from. There was like the off Christmas shows that I would do a solo. But even then, I was just so scared. So it wasn't till I was in the 6th grade in middle school where I was on this field trip and I was coming back on the bus with one of my friends and I was just singing really lightly. I think I was listening to like my CD player. Do you remember CD players?
Those are a thing of myth.
I know, right? And then my friend was like, oh, wow, you can really sing. And I was like, really? And he was like, yes, you should sing. In fact, you should sing everywhere you go. Loud, just sing right now. And I took that. I'm a very literal person. And so I took that and I just ran with it. I just started singing loudly everywhere I went, and everybody in school knew me as the singer. There was this one time in high school where there was like it was a basketball match, and I just knew in the back of my head they were getting ready to play the national anthem, and I just knew that the CD player was not going to work, and that somebody was going to have to sing that national anthem. And it was going to be me. And guess what? That CD player did not work. And I just stood up and I just belted out the national anthem so freely in the gymnasium. And everybody went wild. And so ever since then, I started singing more. And then my friend was like, oh, wow, you should really try out for the musical, the High School Musical. And I was like, what is a musical? Is it like, oh, I'm going to the trash can now? And he was like, yeah.
The hills are alive.
I was like, okay, I guess I'll do that. And so my first show that I was cast in was Into the Woods, and I got Little Red Riding Hood, which was so perfect for my
I
voice
played Big
because,
Bad Wolf.
oh my God, we would have been singing together. Hello,
Dude.
little.
Oh my God, that's crazy. I was Prince Charming and Big Bad Wolf.
Oh my gosh! So then you had the package. Please tell me that they gave you a package for your costume.
Oh,
Because there's like a stage version, like the Broadway version, where they gave the Big Bad Wolf like a big package. So,
well, if you've ever seen, well, after this, I need you to go to our TikTok page and find out why we had all the success that we have had. It is because of a big package. It is because of a very big package.
All right, I'm gonna do that as soon as I get off here. Yep.
Yeah,
so Then I did Little Red Riding Hood, and then the following year I was cast as Ado Annie in Oklahoma. And after that, I went to a performance college where I learned acting and moving. Yes, cheers.
Yeah, you were pounding the White Claw earlier. Oh, Black Cherry, right? Yep. Yeah.
Yes. Don't give all my secrets away. Yep. So it's just kind of taken off since there. And like, I just always loved singing all kinds of different genres of music, but I love singing musical theater the most, I would say, because of Disney.
I would have always loved to be, I would have loved to do Phantom of the Opera. That would have been so much fun for me. I love that. And then, how old are you, Raquel? I'm sorry if that.
A woman never tells her age.
Oh my God, here we go.
I'm not telling you that at all.
Are you over or under 30?
I'm around there.
Okay. All right. We'll leave that at that. Okay. So now musical wise, what is your favorite musical?
Wicked.
Oh, wait. You will be popular. I know about popular. Yeah, I know. Dude, yes. I know all about all the musicals. I'm a big Sweeney Todd guy.
Yes.
There's Rent, there's Repo, there's so many, but you're all Wicked 100%, which means that you're in that 27 to 31 age right there, because that's where it hits the most.
Yes, I would say so. But I would like to think that I can play younger than my age.
Okay, so you just leave it a mystery. Defying Gravity.
Oh my God, yes, it is my dream. I would love to play Elphaba. And I also love Waitress. Have you ever heard of that one? Waitress musical?
Waitress, I have not. I can't believe you just stumped me. I've never heard of that.
Sugar, butter, flowers. Yep. What's another one? Oh, She Used to Be Mine. It's actually written by Sarah Bareilles.
Oh yeah.
So if you've ever heard anything from her, she has her whole album where she's sang her songs from there.
That's awesome. So now you clearly are an actor too. You are an actress. I'm sorry, but you have done a lot of stuff now recently with your TikTok and other people coming in. Now, is that people that you've met through TikTok, or is that people that you're hiring to do TikToks with or videos with?
If you're talking about Nicole Knudsen, she's a great dancer. And
yep.
She's all about the musical theater style, Fosse, all that cabaret. I met her through TikTok. She was one of the first TikToks that I started following when I first got on there. And I was like, wow, this girl is just incredible. She dances so amazingly. And then she actually followed me back. And then, over a couple of months, we just kind of stayed connected. And then she reached out to me and she said, hey, I'm coming out to New York City. Would you like to do a duo? And I was like, yes. And then also in the back of my mind, I was like, well, how would that work? Like I just do a whole bunch of a cappella stuff and I just sing freely under there. And then when she showed up, gosh, she was incredible. She just took the reins as a director and she was like, why don't you try doing this? Like, why don't you like, give it to the camera or like, embody the musicality of Chicago or like really feel this girl, like, and she just made me come out of my shell because when I'm under there, I just kind of sing the songs, and I might give a little bit of something, but when she showed up, I felt like performance mode.
Yeah, because you guys, I mean, you really were, and you can see both of those things in those videos that you've done. Because when I watch those, that's way different than what you normally do, 100%. Like that's and not I don't mean that as an insult anyway, but it's just you were really getting it.
Yeah, and and what's funny too is like I definitely was giving off lesbian vibes because I don't know what it was, but like she had on, the short mini skirt and she had on her really sexy top. And then I had on like pants and I did have a sexy top on too. But for some reason, I just felt like, I don't know. I was like, I wanted the contrast of having her and then me. And because I feel like sometimes I have these masculine vibes. And so it came out the way it did. You guys got to go check it out and tell me what you think.
Well, and see, the thing is too with like, everybody missed out on the day to show up at the underneath the subway. Like the people that show up randomly, they missed out on the right day to show up.
Oh,
but
we definitely had some onlookers that day. Yeah.
But that's kind of funny that you would say that because also something that I know about you is you've done modeling and you're also not afraid to be in your own bare skin with some of the things that you've done.
Yeah, I'm just so free. And I think it has to do with being in the theater world. Even in high school, man, anybody who's in theater, I know, it's just like, we're just very free people. We'll change in front of each other. We'll be like, tell silly, dirty jokes or whatever. Mm-hmm. But like, I just feel like be comfortable in your own skin because that's all you got. And there's really nothing to be ashamed about.
Yeah. And see, I do stand-up comedy and I do things like that. And I know that I put, if I were to live and die on, feeling like, whoa, what's everybody thinking of me? Then I'd just be dead,
yeah.
That's
Exactly.
The very first time I ever did stand up, oh my God, it was such a train wreck. And then the very next time I had the whole place just rolling and it was great. But I found that I had to find a balance in learning that people, just because 5 people don't like it and then 100 people like it somewhere else, it doesn't matter. I just got to keep doing what I'm doing and it's what you're doing. And it's a very cool concept. And that's a thing. That's the thing about TikTok too, that I think really changes a lot of perspective of people who have some success on TikTok, because you are going to get 60-40, 60 hate, 40 love, and 40% though, 333,000 people who follow you. Can you imagine? Clearly you can imagine because you've performed in front of a lot of people, but you're performing in front of, even your video is for 330,000 people who love you, people who hit people who are there to watch you sing and do your dances and possibly post your half-naked photos. But oh my gosh, were you guys watching the show? I'm so sorry, but I have to interrupt the show with this PSA from Manscaped.com. This public service announcement and the news that you have all been waiting for, Manscaped engineering team has confirmed that they have successfully created the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, which is now available for purchase in the United States and Canada. This new trimmer was just released only moments ago, and we are one of the first ones to get our hands on it, and let me tell you what, it is absolutely awesome. It has the same old LED light attached to it. You can groom your whole body in minutes. There is a wireless charging system that is attached to this, and it is absolutely incredible. I could not promote this any harder. This company has been incredible to us, and we love it. Elon Musk, his team is the one who engineered this 4.0, and it is absolutely incredible. So if you guys want 20% off and free shipping, use the promo code SHOT30. That is the promo code SHOT30 at manscaped.com. Unleash your confidence, unlock your confidence, and always use the right tools for the job. Manscaped. Dude, I'm telling you 100%. Invest in this. Father's Day gift, a birthday gift, Christmas gift. Use the promo code SHOT30 for 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. Thank you, guys.
So happy that you're touching on this, because this is I feel like we're living in such a social media culture right now that can be really crippling to people's self-image and their self-confidence. And really, yeah, like you said, some people are going to love it, some people are going to hate it. And you know what? The point is just keep producing content, keep being you, because there is somebody out there that is going to love your content. That's why they have the For You page, because sometimes it's going to be for you, but maybe it's not for somebody else. And the thing is, like, it's not always it may not always land with the same people, or, you know, you're always going to have the people that love you and support you no matter what. However, the point is just keep going and keep producing. And yeah, I would say that there's been times where I've posted content where I'm like, ooh, man, you know, that one didn't get as many likes, or that one didn't get as many shares as the one before. But I can't let that consume me, because it's like, you never know, the next thing that I do might just take off, you know? And it's like, and you never know, like the algorithm, how people say, it's like, well, maybe you just didn't reach the right cheers, and there's all these like secrets and methods out there that people talk about. But I feel like no matter what, if you're being true and authentic to yourself, then there's no way that you can go wrong.
I just love the way you just talked about that. I think that was awesome. Like, because I see you reaching. Whoa, party foul. Party foul.
Oh, my bad.
What we do in our house if me or my wife goes to take a shot or a drink without the other person, it's a party foul. So they have to take 2 more shots or 2 more drinks before.
Okay.
No.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna do 2 now.
Our cheers.
That's 1.
She got it. You're killing shot 30. Like, it's perfect. You're doing great. But okay, so like when it comes to, and see, this is a thing too, what you just said, I am victim. If our video, with the way our reach happened and how fast it happened, if our video doesn't hit like something, and I know this sounds so stupid, this sounds crazy. If our video doesn't hit 100,000 views, I feel like, wow, I can't ever do that again. And it's so silly, but it's because we've reached a certain audience that makes me feel like I'm embarrassed in some way, that I have a video with 5,000 views, and it's such a dumb thing for me to think. Like, it's a silly way, like, because I can love the video that I made, and then for some reason I still think that something's, you know, like, oh no, we're not growing anymore. Now it's going backwards, because I'll look at numbers and think, oh no, we're regressing. Like, people are leaving now. Because it happened one time where we had a day where we lost like 50 followers, and I was just a nutcase about it. But also at that same time, with like the TikTok stuff, I've done YouTube since. The way my story worked was, in high school, I had a YouTube page. I called it Shayne and 6. I was the YouTube guy. I would show up at basketball games. I would make all these videos, crazy skits, stupid things, and it got quite a bit of love. Well, then I got out of that, started working for a prison, and became a professional powerlifter. where now I made another YouTube page, and all my attention was, look at how strong I am. Look at all these things that I'm doing. I'm ranked in the top 10 in the world in powerlifting. And then I got hurt really bad all over the place. And then it became, what is next? I started the podcast, started doing stand-up, and started doing these things at the same time. And for the first time with the TikTok stuff, it was an overwhelming amount of success, like something that I've looked for my whole life, because everybody at the end of the day can say, oh, you just do this for attention. Yeah, you just left your comment for attention. Everybody does everything they do for attention in some way, like in some sort or the other. Like, yes, I do. I post on Facebook, hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you guys have a great Sunday. I do that for attention. But maybe it's not the attention that you think. It's the attention of, hey, I really do hope you guys have a great Sunday. But, and
You're sharing.
Yeah, and so I had a day where I was on TikTok Live after we had 4 videos in a row or whatever hit 10 million, 10 million, 5 million, 4 million, something like that. And I was used to having 100 people watch our podcast, or used to 100 people being at a stand-up show and 20 of them laughing. And then for the first time, I had 17,000 people in a TikTok Live. And wow. I couldn't believe it. Just messages about me, messages about my life, messages about everything. And I got done with it. And I was like happy and silly, giddy, whatever. I sat down on the couch and I just literally, tears started coming from my eyes. I just couldn't believe for the first time that I had that feeling that I'd always worked so hard for. And it doesn't matter, even if it's taken away from me today, tomorrow, anything. All of my accounts are taken. Dude, I got to live that moment that I waited for a really long time, because we're in this age group where this is something that becomes important to us, even though it's silly and it's dumb and it's a quick 7-second video, 10-second video of us just doing something silly, or, singing or dancing or whatever. But it becomes important to people who really, really care about what they're doing.
Yes, and I don't think that it's silly or stupid or dumb or anything like that. I think you just hit it right now. Is like, you are so passionate, and we are so passionate about our craft, and it's like finally I'm seen, finally I'm heard, finally I'm recognized for all of this hard work that I've put into this. And it's just this. And when you sat down with tears in your eyes, that I totally understand you. It's like this moment of gratitude and a release. Like, it's a breath of fresh air. Like, just thank you for recognizing and seeing me. And I think it's also something to know that if you are somebody who has yet to reach the numbers that you're searching for, know that you are enough and that you will get there if you just keep believing in yourself and keep pushing forward, because we are in this age group, and how long have we been doing this? And it's like, maybe, why did it take TikTok for me to finally reach this part of my life? It wasn't YouTube. It was not, oh my gosh, I don't get very much love on Instagram or anything like that. But TikTok, and who knows what's the next thing going to be? And that next thing could be yours,
Mm-hmm. I can't, this is so crazy, because for me too, this podcast, not just because a bunch of people wanted you on our podcast, but because I genuinely I was already following you, and I watch your videos start to finish. Like, it's crazy for me sometimes to sit here and realize, like, I'm sitting here talking to the world's strongest man, or Ben Simpson, who is a spokesman for the Special Olympics, or, like, all these people. And then, like, with you too, like, the same thing. Like, I'm talking to somebody that I think I look at is a complete celebrity in my eyes, like, and whether or not that's the way you feel about yourself, I think it's incredible that, like, through all these things, I'm able to do something like this and talk to you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And that's why I'm just so grateful that you even have me on here. And I could never even imagine that a bunch of people came to you and asked to have me on your show. That's crazy to me.
A bunch. But first of all, I have really lacked on this, guys, and I'm sorry. Hey, Shot 30 Podcast is sponsored by The Bone Collector. Go visit The Bone Collector in Viola, Illinois for the greatest barbecue. You've seen him on the show before, Ken Versluis. You've seen his wife, Bobby Versluis. He is a he's a world-class barbecue competitor. Go follow his stuff at Facebook and Instagram. The Bone Collector in Viola, Illinois. Make sure if you're booking for the restaurant or catering, make sure you call early because he sells out very quickly. The Bone Collector in Viola, Illinois. And I guess we better get this one out of the way too. Go visit Handmade by Haley. Handmade by Haley for your handcrafted design. She's made most of our stuff. Stovetop covers, front door welcome signs. She's absolutely incredible at what she does. Handmade by Haley. She has front door pickup in Kewanee, Illinois. She also does shipping. She's incredible and she loves what she does, and go support her small local business. Handmade by Haley. Yeah, and you miss out on the Manscaped video because the Manscaped, I have to pre-record that, so it's going to be somewhere in here.
Oh, wow, I can't wait. Do I get a little visual?
Of the manscaping? Well, we can just show you the new 4.0, the new 4.0 they sent us. Dude, Manscaped, listen, Raquel, you need to get sponsored by Manscaped. Let me talk to that because they need to sponsor you because honestly, that company is the idea of what a sponsor is supposed to do, man. They treat us so well, and I mean, and it's a constant, like, they send us all of their stuff every single month. They're sending us banners and all these things. Manscaped is awesome.
Awesome. Wow, I'm gonna have to look into manscaping.
Well, maybe for your boyfriend, and use the promo code SHOT30 for 20% off and free shipping.
Oh, okay, that's perfect. Yep, that's exactly what he needs.
Yes, he's been looking for this for his whole life.
He's gonna kill me when he hears this.
No, but I've heard you sing Benny and the Jets. It was incredible. I've seen you sing that on the stage. And you have sang everything. That is something that you do as well. You have no genre that you stick to. And so I got a few more questions. What is your favorite style of music? What's your favorite style of music to sing as well?
My favorite style is musical theater, for sure. Disney as well, and gospel.
Okay, you're very all over the place.
I know, and country. Oh my God, I can't choose.
I'm the same way. I'm a big country fan. I'm a big pop. I love all types of music. If I get up there, I'm gonna be like, Debbie just hit the wall. She never had it all. And then I'll be singing Disney, and then I'll be singing, I said, Grandpa, what's this picture here? Yeah, I will go all over the place. I love all types of music as well.
Yeah, you know what it is? I just don't like being what's the word, contained. I don't like being put into a box or into any kind of specific thing, and if you tell me that I can't do something, I'm just gonna want to do it even more.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm the same exact way. What are your goals? What are your goals with life? What are you in a dream world? There's no restraints. What is your idea of your, and I say perfect life, even though you may feel like what is your dream life consist of?
My dream life. I am in school right now. I'm getting my master's in applied behavior analysis to work with kids with autism, and I want to be able to make programs for them to help families, and so that these individuals can live their most independent life that they can. So I want to be a board certified behavior analyst working with families. And I also want to be making music, recording music, and performing as well. And I know, gosh, that sounds like a lot now that I'm thinking about it. But maybe I could be doing a show for a period of time, and then the other time I'm doing the BCBA thing. So I feel like in an ideal world, my schedule will be let's focus on the singing. And then when that's a little downtime, I'm going to be focus on the BCBA behavior analyst world.
I did, trust me. I get that. Like, I get that probably harder than like 99% of the world. I am a 30-year-old man who got the opportunity to go to college for free. I work a 40-hour-a-week job and drive an hour to and from it every single day. I do the stand-up, the podcast, the TikTok, all those things, and I just want to do them all.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that I can see it too, that you really love what you're doing and you're so good at it, by the way. I love it. I'm can't wait to go check out all your TikToks and
oh my god. when you go to check out the TikTok, you're literally gonna go, what the hell did I just do a podcast with this guy? Like, wait, this just happened? Like, you
I'm sure you're incredible.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
I know you have over 100,000 followers. You have so many people that love you. I think you have close to 200 at this point now.
I think we have 240 or something like that on TikTok.
Oh my God. Look at you go.
But this podcast is the #1 ranked podcast in the Bahamas, #4 in the UK, #11 in Ireland, and I just want to say thank you guys all so much. And it was #1 in the Philippines, but I made a terrible mistake on the podcast one day. I said, hey, Shot 30, I want to say thank you to everybody in the Philippines. You guys are so great. And then I said something along the lines, about 20 minutes later, who's those weirdos? We were talking about turtles, and I was like, who's those weirdos who like boil turtles and like suck the turtles out to eat them? And I was like, I think it's like in the Philippines or something. I said, that's gross. And then the Philippines did not like that. So this is my formal apology to the Philippines. I am so sorry.
You know what? We are human beings, and sometimes we make observations, and I feel like sometimes we just come out in our genuine way, and you meant no ill intent. I can tell.
But I did call them weirdos. Like, I didn't mean to be mean. I did call them weirdos. See, I'm a guy, and I'm a guy who I love everybody. I support everybody for what they do and what they think and how they feel. I look at everything twice. I don't do politics because that's a world full of hate in my eyes. That's so crazy, the way people fight with each other over one single person or another single person. I don't do those things because I don't want to get into that world of just constantly, how can you decide that you hate a person because of a political party? That is mind-blowing to me. But also, people are so radical with those type of things that I don't involve myself in them. And see, that's why a lot of people get so worried in being on the show. Most people who come on the show who have never met me, which is a lot of these cases, probably 40, 50 guests have never met me before on this show, just like you and I have never even spoke. You didn't even know who I was on TikTok. But but like, it is, that's why the only thing I'll say is I have to try to form trust with the person. Like, listen, I'm not going to set you up for disaster. I won't ever do that. And 2, we don't talk politics. And 2, don't come in here like, I hate gay people. I hate, like, don't come in here with like a white or black. Don't do that. Like, there's only been one episode we've ever done where I said that I will never post. Like, I can't believe that this is you as the person that I thought, I thought you were going to come on here and be a good guest and a positive show with a great mindset on life. And you just were very, very mean and locked in,
That's unfortunate. Yep.
Okay, yeah, we had it with somebody else, and I'll actually tell you because they're a big TikToker, and I'll tell you after the show. But I don't want to bash them on the show too much, we'll keep it classy.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll discuss after this.
Yes. Now, okay, so I think, so the one thing is I've got to get you hooked up with Carrie to do a duet video. It's going to kill it. And then 2, I would love to, we're just going to do another podcast at one point where we just sing Disney songs the whole time.
Oh, yes, I would love that. Oh my gosh. And I love doing all the voices in the opener of Beauty and the Beast on Belle.
Oh.
Bonjour, bonjour. You know,
Yeah.
all the different voices. Yes, I can't wait.
Mm.
Maybe I won't have too many White Claws before then, so I can get all the voices out.
No, or have more, and then we just figure out what
Okay.
happens after that. That's a great
Oh,
idea.
Yeah. That's
What
awesome.
What would you say is the worst Disney movie of all time?
Oh gosh, the worst Disney movie.
Because Disney's kind of popping again with things like Frozen and Moana and things like that. They're starting to pop again.
Well, okay, so I do watch them, only the really big Disney movies. But I haven't been able to keep up too much with like all of the recent ones, but definitely all the classics.
You got to pick a worst of the
Oh.
classics.
Oh, I can't. I can't.
You have to.
I can't. What? Okay, you tell me yours.
Mulan.
No, you cannot say Mulan. No, absolutely not. And that was the last one that was
that?
written, a cartoon, like cartoon drawn. That was the last one to be drawn.
Okay, but like you just made me pick, and then you just said I couldn't pick that.
Okay, any other ones but that one. And I'm drinking again, by the way.
Okay. Oh, yep. You got it. I still have half of that in there. Cheers.
Yes, cheers.
Okay. Worst Disney movie. Then it has to be Tarzan. It has to be Tarzan. I mean, because I'm thinking about the elite group of like 7. I'm thinking about like Little Mermaid, Hercules, Mulan, Cinderella,
Did you get Beauty and the Beast?
Beauty and the Beast. Okay, we got 2 more. There's 2 more.
Jungle Book.
Jungle Book's the worst. Jungle Book's the worst.
No, no, you cannot say
Yeah,
that.
okay. No. Actually, I completely changed my mind. Yes, Jungle Book is 100% the worst.
You cannot say Jungle Book. No.
What about Fox and the Hound? Was that Disney? That was a great
Oh no,
movie.
you can't say Fox and the Hound.
Or
That
Bambi.
was too good too.
Why do all the moms die? All the moms die in Disney.
They do. Yep, in Cinderella they died. I think Little Mermaid, she didn't have a mom.
Yeah, no.
Ariel didn't.
But Ursula was a babe, and she's kind of thick. I was all about that. She's on the TikTok side, dude. She's on the TikTok side of TikTok, dude. They gave her some milkies. Gaga.
Is there really a TikTok? Oh, now I gotta go hashtag this.
Yeah, TikTok is a whole side of TikTok that I definitely follow. Like, it's,
Oh my god, I gotta go investigate now.
oh, dude, if you follow like 3 accounts, don't worry, your FYP is gonna load you up.
Okay.
Don't tell your boyfriend because his whole world's gonna be changed.
You know, I have my boyfriend convinced at this point. He thinks that I'm like bi because I'll be going through my TikTok and I'm like, and he looks and he's like, what the heck? And I'm looking at girls that shaking their ass or their boobies.
Dude, I
And I'm
think
like,
those
"Wait."
girls own it though. Like
They own it so well, yes.
there is some that is definitely distasteful, like that goes like really. But have you ever? Okay, I did want to ask this question, and I can't believe I forgot it till right now. Have you ever had a video taken down? I cannot fathom
Never.
that you ever. Yeah,
Uh-uh.
I've had like 40.
Haven't. What? You have?
Dude,
What-
we
what-
got
what-
kicked out of the Creator Fund. One day before they owed us to be paid in the Creator Fund. The day
Whoa, but
before.
Did you get your money? Did you get
No.
Whoa, that ain't right.
Yeah, we get our money through ads on TikTok. We don't get our money through yeah, they kicked us out the day before, but they didn't flag us. They didn't ban us. They didn't take down a video of mine. But it was for about, I think it was 52 million views in a month. And they kicked us out the day before because it was a very large amount of money, which I know I can't say because they've got legal handcuffs on me, but yeah, it was devastating because I really was going to go out the very next day, which was my birthday, my 30th birthday on April 30th. Shout out to my birthday. But I was going to go buy a car with that money the next day.
What? That's insane. I cannot believe they got away with that. But you earned those views. That's what I don't understand. They should have at least paid you and then release it.
Yeah, they didn't. I wish you were in charge of TikTok because I'd have a nice new car.
Yes, you would. Oh, man, that's a bummer. Sorry about that.
Raquel, where can everybody find your... Because honestly, first of all, I would love to have you back on the podcast, and I think it would be really fun for us to do the TikTok lives where we're together. I think that would be a lot of fun as well. And because you have... People would look at someone like you and look at someone like me, just like the way that the drag queen that was here, you know, like these people don't meet eye to eye. And then you watch something like this episode of this podcast and you see that just because you think something isn't the way it's going to turn out. Because I thought you were incredible coming into this episode, and I think you're more incredible at the end, you know, like I would love to do the lives and things like that moving forward. But where can everybody find all of your stuff at?
You can definitely find me on TikTok, Raquel Reigns, Reigns. You can find me on Spotify, Apple Music. I'm getting ready to release a couple more songs on there. On YouTube, Raquel Reigns. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
Or Instagram, Raquel Reigns as well.
Yeah, and we're going to attach all of your links down below. Do you have a link tree?
Yes, I do. It should be in my Instagram and on my TikTok, but I'll double check that today.
Okay. We will attach everything down below. I want to say thank you so much for, one, being absolutely awesome, but two, doing this podcast where you had no idea what you were walking into, and it was so awesome to have you. I hope everybody that's on here and that has made it this far gives her all the love because she's absolutely incredible. All you have to do is just go check out all of her stuff. Shot 30 Podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, CastBox, all those things. If you guys aren't already, slap a subscribe, leave a review, and go check us out on all of our links below. And use the promo code SHOT30 at Manscaped for 20% off and free shipping. Raquel, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're awesome, you're so talented in so many ways. I cannot wait to do this Disney sing-along with you.
Me too.
I feel like we should, in our cameras, be in sleeping bags, like with popcorn, and put a movie. Like, it feels like...
I'll be in my onesie.
There you go. Okay, perfect. It feels like it should be like an eight-year-old party. Like,
yes, let's do it.
We'll figure it out. Raquel, thank you so much. I think you're incredible. This is Shot 30 Podcast. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for listening as always.